Hello there, I wanted to update you today on what I've been doing in my garden. Please forgive me squinting. It is overcast, but it is like really bright. So first I wanted to update you on my parsley. I don't know what this is, but if you remember from my last video, it was actually smaller than this little bush is, and it had a lot of yellow in it, and this does not. If you can see from my hand, it's a good, I don't know, 1.5 of my hands, and look how beautiful it is, nice and green. So yeah, it definitely survived the winter. It's looking beautiful, and I'm really happy about that. Right here I planted a little row of lettuce. I also planted inside because I feel like this isn't going to germinate. So we'll see what happens with that. I have some that I put in cells that have already germinated because I was unsure if these ones that I planted outside would even come up, and I may have been right. So we'll see how that proceeds. This is my onion patch, or it's gonna be my onion patch. It's not quite planted yet. Right here are little onions that, this was from a big onion that just started growing in my house. So I brought it outside. These little ones, there's one, here's one that's not doing very well. Here's one, there's one over there. And then I have, you can see that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Those are little onions that are left over from when I grew last year. And I just planted them because they were growing in my house. This is actually doing, if you can look over there, I just planted those. They were about the same size as this one, and this one looked like those when I first put it in the ground, and it has stood up and it's growing new leaves, you can see in the middle. So I have high hopes for that. These are those scallions that were in my last video. I transplanted them from that area right there over here. I actually harvested a bunch and took them inside, and we've been eating on them, and they're delicious. But these are the ones that I actually planted, and transplanting always makes me nervous because they look so sorry when you first put them in the ground. But these are actually, I had to trim them because a lot of the outer leaves died, but the middle stalk is looking strong on a lot of them. So I have high hopes for scallions because I know from experience that they are extremely hardy, and if I can just plant the roots and they'll grow, I'm sure that these will do fine. So I'll keep you guys updated on what this row of scallions does. This bed is going to be my tomato bed. I just tilled it up today. I've tilled it before, but I've been putting vegetable scraps in it and ground up eggshells. So I just overturned the dirt to get it better incorporated, and I won't be planting tomatoes until probably the end of April, beginning of May, but I wanted to keep feeding this bed because my soil is not that great. We are brand new planters, so the soil needs a lot of work. These are some of the seeds that I've started, and they're doing pretty well. We've got two radishes that came up, and then a bunch of mustard that have come up, and a bunch of little lettuce have come up. So since they're up, I've been taking them, oh, there's a fly. I've been bringing them outside so they can get some actual sun because I don't really like using the row lamp. And this little area, I am in the process of turning it into a compost pile. So the people who lived here before us had some landscaping they did here with rocks and a fire pit and such and bricks. So we pulled that up because this would be the best place on our property to have a compost pile. So what we're doing is we're trying to get the big rocks at least out of there, but when we actually do put the compost there, I'm going to use a shovel and get out the rest of the little rocks, but I'm going to leave obviously the wood and stuff. And I'm planning on having 2 of them. One right here, and this one will be for the bigger pieces of compost, and then as it's turning into soil, we'll move it to the second one. I learned that from San Diego Seed Company, something they showed in one of their videos, and it sounded like, I mean, it sounded logical to me, and I'm brand new, so I'm gonna try it out. My husband's gonna bring home some pellets from work, and we're gonna set that up. But that is about it for this video and what I've been working on, just a little stuff here and there. That's all I got for you today. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.